To exaggerate, today clearly marks the biggest day of my 23-year-old career. I hail from the remotest part of the world, from a community that you could best say ungoverned, a people left to fend for themselves. And from that hole, God raised me to stand before men and women as important as you all are today. It is a privilege I would never take for granted. 12 years ago, our executive producer, Mr. Roger Sofime, gave us a charge and he said, I want a show on television that the entire family can sit and watch together. And you know, in Africa, and I don't know why, for some reasons, comedy has been reduced to how much vulgarism you can put out there, how much foul language you can use, how much lampoonry you can deploy in performance. So at the time we felt that was a very tall order, but we got to work. And 12 years down the line, I can tell you that the African continent has never known it better. The Johnsons, for the past 12 years, has entertained the African continent, building a show that believes that family cohesion is the most important ingredient if anybody wanted to combat and defeat poverty. You never know how rich you are until you have a sound family. I meet people on the street with all manner of testimonies. Mr. Johnson, thank you. I never knew I was a stranger in my own home until I started watching your show. Eating together, praying together, talking issues over together, staying by each other, believing in every child, no matter what their physical or mental defects are, have improved our families. All manner of testimonies. We thought we were just earning a salary. But today, the organizers of this conference, and indeed the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, have proven that much more than just earning a salary, we are administering cohesion, love to families across the African continent and indeed the world. So I'm proud to be here. I would love to dedicate this award first to our executive producer, Mr. Roger Sofime, for the belief that we could do this. I'd like to dedicate the award to the eternal memory of my television wife, a woman I married for an upward of 10 years. Losing her, there are no better words to describe that moment as more than the enigmatic, the legendary Eugenia Abu has already done. I would love to dedicate this award to my grandmother, with whom I was raised, a woman who never went to school but believed that somehow, I don't know how she did that, she can't read, she couldn't read or write, never went to school herself, but believed that education was very important and did everything possible to ensure that I went to school. Mama, I know you are in heaven, no doubt, and I know that you are smiling now, knowing that I have vindicated you. I'm making you happy. Thank you Thank you very much indeed. Some 2 years ago, I encountered this ministry in my quest to give back to society. I was raised in a community where before we can drink water, we would have to travel some 3 kilometers to a neighboring community to fetch water from the stream. So it was common with us at the time as little children to wake up at 4 o'clock at the first cockcrow to head to the stream so we could make 2 trips before we went to school in the morning. I left the village in 1985. I returned there some 4 years ago, and I discovered that the situation was as the same as I left it. And I told myself I was going to make a difference. Of course, by God's grace, we are popular. We not get money. So I started my search, and I encountered this ministry. And through the latter Saints Charities, I was able to give an industrial borehole to that community. The only one serving that community today. Where I come from, sir, and I am sorry that I have to do this, we are never ashamed to ask for more. My people see me as a light in the midst of thick darkness. So I am going to ask for more. That there exist several other communities requiring critical help in terms of drinking water, in terms of maybe primary health care delivery services. And I know that my partnership with the organization, we can intervene in those places. Thank you, and God bless you.